Hold on, 3 minutes, 2 seconds actually. Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Teacher Goodberg, and we are starting up another IELTS session with our students. Thanks for joining us. Please come aboard so we can practice English with our friends from abroad. Yes, and also with our students. That's the main purpose of this IELTS session, to exchange knowledge, information. Yes, and practice English, obviously. All right, let's see who's online here with me right now. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, David.
Good evening,
Good
teacher.
evening, David. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. And
Yes?
yourself?
Oh my gosh, it's cutting off. Say that again, please.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but apparently the internet is not so good tonight.
Your internet?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not even mine, you know? The internet is not mine. You got it?
Yeah, understand.
Uh-huh. So, David, tell me, how are you doing today? Are you excited?
No way.
Not really. Not
Not
really.
really.
Yeah, you say, yeah, not really. Tell me, David,
Um,
have you
what?
already have you already gone back to classes, normal classes?
No, teacher. I'm doing online classes, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, have some have some students going to the, how can I say, aulas presenciais,
Face-to-face classes.
face-to-face classes.
Okay, so so it's not having. Okay, that's Portuguese. There are, okay, not have some students. There are some students
There are some students
who are taking, not doing. They are taking
who are
face-to-face
taking.
classes, but not you, right?
Okay.
Are you taking face-to-face classes or not?
No, it's optional,
It's optional.
optional.
Mm.
You can choose. You can choose if
Op-
you what?
no, I just playing. I played by mistake here. Optional. See, optional.
Uh,
Mm.
optional.
Yeah, optional. So you were telling me that you can take whatever you want.
You
Or
can choose
choose.
between face-to-face classes or online class.
Oh, that's good. And that there's not a limit for face to face. I mean, a number of
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
or
The half class.
half of the class.
Yeah, half of the
So,
class.
so they can have half of the class on face to face classes and the other half online.
Yeah, something like that. Have two groups.
There are,
Group
there are
there are.
Sugar, you have to focus on this. There are, man, real hard, serious.
Yeah.
You have to focus real hard on this there are thing. Yeah, because there's no way how you can use have there. It doesn't sound English at all. People will get confused, okay?
Okay.
Try
Yeah.
to, I don't know, man. Try to go about this issue with the verb to have, because you seriously have an issue with the verb to have.
Yeah. Yes, I.
Seriously have an issue, okay, with the verb to have. Yeah. In English and ter in Portuguese. You have an issue with this verb. Okay? Either one or the other. Yeah. So, what is the plan about these classes, David? Tell me. What are the plans actually? Are they planning to go bit by bit or what? Are they planning
Repeat again, teacher.
to take over? That's the verb, take over. Okay? The classes. Okay? Are they planning to take
Um,
over the classes? Um, how can I put that? Gradually. That's the word.
gradually.
Or not.
Yes.
Gradually.
They they is gradually
Mm.
return class.
They what did you say? They what?
They are returning gradually to class, to face-to-face class.
Okay. Now, do they have a plan on that? Do they have a plan on that? On here means about, okay?
Okay.
So do they have a plan on that? That what? The taking over of the classes, the gradually takeover of the classes. Okay?
Uh, there are two groups, Group A and Group B. Group
Mhm.
A, Group A going to school in 1 week, and Group B will going to going to the school on the next week.
Okay, so one group goes to school every other week. So does the other. That's what you wanted to say. Okay. One group, well, this group is half of the class. So you can say half of the class, okay, comes
Okay.
to school every other week. Okay.
Every other week.
So does the second, the other half, the second half. Mhm. So half of the class comes to school every other week.
Yeah,
So does the
that's right.
second. Okay, that's what you wanted to say, right?
Okay.
Does that make
Right.
sense? These are all expressions, okay, structures that you can use in English to express yourself. So does means assim como or também, okay? Half of the class comes
Okay.
to school every other week, so does the second half. Okay, overlapping. So does the second half, overlapping. There's still this. Overlapping, yes. Or overgapping. Yeah, in England, they will say overgapping. I mean, fulfilling the gap, okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Now, As I started this live earlier this week, why don't we go ahead and talk about our plans for the future? We need to start planning for the future, right? We need to start planning for the future real soon. Now tell me, David, what are your plans for the next year?
Yeah, I really don't know, teacher.
Oh, so you gotta start thinking about, man. You gotta start thinking, what am I going to do after the pandemic? What, that's a question, that's
Yeah,
a valid question, okay? That's what we call a valid question. What am I going to do after the pandemic? Or how are things going to be after the pandemic? All right, that's another valid question you might be willing to ask. Have you ever thought about that?
yeah, every day, but I'm so confused about that.
Why?
I don't know what I'm going to do in the future.
I don't know what I'm going to do, okay? I don't know what I'm
What I'm
going to.
going to do.
All right, say that again, please.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Going to do.
Okay.
In the future.
In the,
What?
hmm,
How can I?
hmm. Go ahead. Go ahead. Davi,
What, teacher?
you are going to ask me a question and then you just cut off. What was your question again? You said,
Uh,
you had
what can
a,
I say? How can I say? Eu não sei qual faculdade eu quero me formar.
you don't know which university, okay? You don't know which university to apply. I don't know which university to apply. Are you talking about the university or the course?
The course. Yeah,
Mhm.
the course.
I don't know which course I am going to apply for the university. That's interesting, Davi. How old are you now? 14, 16?
16,
And you
16
are
years.
and you are in the second year high school, right?
Yeah.
Have you already planned anything in your life?
Yeah.
That's a really valid question, specifically for Brazilians. That's why I'm asking. Have you already planned anything in your life?
How can I say? Eu tô decidindo isso.
Hmm,
Deciding.
I'm deciding on that.
Deciding.
I'm deciding on that. Okay. Now, what
Okay.
have you already decided? What have you already decided?
Uh, civil engineer the first time. Lately,
Mm-hmm.
game designer, game programmer.
Okay.
I think studied it.
Are you talking about designing structures for the game? Digital
Yeah,
structure,
the
building,
platform, the
game,
character,
building platforms for games, right? That's cool, man. That's really
yeah,
interesting.
platforms, background,
Now, if you
that
are
thing.
on that, I suggest you to move to another city because I'm quite sure you don't have this course here in Araguaína.
Yeah, I think
So the first thing you're going to do is electrical engineering, you said?
civil engineering.
Civil, civil
Uh,
engineering. Oh, that you can do
how
here.
can I say? Isso faz muito tempo.
Hmm?
How can I say? Isso faz muito tempo.
It's been a long time. It's
Yeah.
been a long time. I've decided on that.
I
Uh,
thought about that in a long time.
it's been a long time. I've decided on that. You see how the expression on that is very important. Hello, Nair Sophie. Hello, Liu. Hello, Bianca, Anna Rosado. Hello, Hannah Oliveira. Hello, Lima Regina. Hello, Bia. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. All right, we are having a conversation with our students here. So please like like us, and share this live. Okay, so first thing is going to be civil and engineering. And then the second thing,
Um,
did you say
game
game?
programming,
Did you say game design?
game dev, game programmer. It's different.
Oh, it's game development.
Developing.
Game
Game designer think about the history
the story, the
story.
story, and also the interface. Okay, the story and the
Okay.
interface. Now you are building the structure behind. Okay, that's that's what it is. You're building the structure behind. What was the third thing? Hey Keith, welcome back. Welcome to our
Hey, Teacher Gutenberg, ¿cómo que se está? You doing okay?
really tight on schedule, Keith. That's why I had to change the schedule of our IL session this evening. Okay,
Ah, tá bom. It's okay, no problem.
I've been sitting here since 8 o'clock in the morning. I barely had time to swallow up my lunch.
Eita,
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's been really tight today.
I just got home. I left work early to go to the eye doctor. And
Uh-huh.
so I do this once a year because I'm a diabetic. So
Uh-huh.
they test my vision and then they put these drops they make me look through this machine to see if I can see these little small letters. And then the doctor comes in, he tells me to cover my eye and then tell how many fingers he's got. And then he tells me to cover my right eye and tell me how many fingers I can see. He tells me to look up and look down. And then he puts these drops in my eyes to make my eyes dilate. And then I wait 15 minutes and he comes back and he checks it again. I guess he's looking all the way back down near the brain or something. I don't know. And then he lets me go and says, come back see you next year.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Last 3 years, I do it once a year. And it's free with my insurance. It's free. A free
Oh,
eye check once a year. So
that's good. I'm helping. Before I go into this question, I already had a question for you about this. But before that, I'm in the middle of a mentoring session here. I'm trying to help. I'm trying, no, I don't like to try things. I am helping David to figure out what he's going to do after the pandemic, because he has no clue about, what course he's going to take um, in the university. So I'm listing here a few things that he likes to do or that he would like to, to try doing. I was wondering if you could help me on that.
Well, that's a good question. Every young adult has to go through this when they leave high school. They don't know what they're going to do for the rest of their life, and they have to be the ones to decide it. And only they can answer that question. So it's not surprising because I went through that because I studied this and I studied this subject and that subject, and then for some reason I studied foreign language, not knowing what I was going to do with it in the future. And by luck and fate and God's perfect will, I ended up as a translator, and I have been one ever since.
Lovely. Now, David, if I were you, if I were you, I would pick a pencil, and take notes right now, from now and on,
Take a pencil. Take a pencil. Take a pencil.
Take a pencil. Oh, yeah, take a pencil. Take a pencil. Take a pencil and take notes from now and on. Okay? Because I'm gonna ask Keith to report about this experience in details, and that will help you. That's not going to be an IL session tonight, guys. That's going to be a therapy session.
Okay, wait a moment.
Aiming at David's best goals. Okay, Keith? I think we can help him on that. But what do you think?
Well, we can give it a try.
Yeah. We can give it a try. There's also the expression "give it a go," right?
Yeah, but I would say give it a try.
Do you think that is particularly from your area where you live?
I mean, I've heard both. It's just I don't know. English is funny. There are synonyms. We have synonyms for different expressions, but sometimes certain ones are only used in certain types of situations. I don't know why. I don't know how to explain it. You have to live with the people, interact with the native speakers, interact with the culture, assimilate, get used to get a feel of the language, and then you'll know what sounds good and what sounds not native and that sort of thing. And that takes time.
Right. Yeah. There you go. That takes time. That's what people don't understand when they take English courses, or actually, as a second or foreign course, So they don't understand that acquiring a second language, learning a second language or a foreign one, will take time. Yes, that's the perfect expression. Learning a language takes time, folks. How many times do I have to tell you that?
And you have to also understand, people have to understand, English is English. Portuguese is Portuguese.
There
English
you
is not Portuguese. Portuguese is not Spanish. Spanish is not Portuguese. Portuguese is not Spanish, even though they're close.
Yeah.
And you have to know, we've had this conversation so many times, but there are things that we say in English that we may say often that you can say in Portuguese, but you don't say it in Portuguese often, or you may not say it in Portuguese at all.
All right. On that, Keith, I'm wondering if you could give an advice to Davey about exactly about that you just said. But Davey has a bit of an issue with the verb to have in Portuguese and in English. You know, that particularly case on where we Brazilians tend to use the verb to have with the sense of exist, you know, instead of there to be in English. So he's been struggling with that. Every class I have been correcting him. I think David is already, yeah, teacher. Don't bother. There is no, there's nothing you can do, something like that. I was wondering if you could give him a piece of advice on that.
Ué, ter no sentido de haver, é isso de que está falando?
Yes,
É
that's what
disso que você está falando.
that's his greatest challenge.
Well, tell him de pensar no verbo haver em vez de ter. Tem que pensar em ter como to have e haver no sentido de there is or there are. That's how I do it.
Say that again, Keith, how you do it, please.
Veja a palavra ter no sentido to have, não mais, e pensa no verbo haver no sentido to there is or there are. Porque gramaticalmente, segundo os portugueses, obviamente, haver é o modo certo de expressar existir.
Yes,
You know what I mean? But in Brazil, obviamente, vocês usam muito o verbo ter no outro sentido. So if he can think of it that way, maybe that can help him.
Well, in Brazil, Brazil is a separate case, you know, Keith. Thinking about, you know, these verbs that are correlated, like listen and hear, speak and say, you know, what else? Touch and feel.
To make and to do.
Yes, to make and to do is particularly an English one, but yeah.
Well, I tell people like this. It's like I heard a German teacher tell her students when I was in high school. She says, in English, we pack a suitcase. In German, we make a suitcase. And it's the same way in Spanish, in the same way in Portuguese, and probably French and Italian, Romanian too. In Spanish, in those languages, you make a suitcase. In English, you pack a suitcase. Just the same way as, I mean, it just left me. Oh, meu Deus do céu, me deu branco. It just had to. In English, we make a decision. In Portuguese and in Spanish, you take a decision.
Okay, in English, you pack a suitcase, and in German, what do you do with the suitcase? Or in Portuguese?
You make a suitcase. In Portuguese, it's the same way, I believe.
Portuguese, I don't think so, my friend. I think I think in Portuguese we don't make the suitcase.
Or maybe in Portugal they do. I don't know.
We mess it up. Okay, in Portuguese we mess it up. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. In Portuguese, there for us, for Brazilians, for people on a daily basis, there's no difference between listen to and hear. Tell and say. We mess it up, you know. So in English, you pack a suitcase. Okay. In Portuguese, we mess it up.
Yeah, or at least in Spanish, you make a suitcase. And I think in French, you make a suitcase. And like I said,
in Spanish, we do make the suitcases. Everything is so proper to be, you know, but in Brazilian Portuguese, we mess it up. I'm sure about that.
But what do you guys say to make a suitcase? I mean, to pack a suitcase, excuse me.
Fazer as malas.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, you were joking. There goes that sentence.
Yes, I was joking.
Yeah, and one of the biggest challenges of learners of a foreign language is figurative language versus literal language, and this is something that has to be mastered if you're going to make yourself understood
I
correctly.
I took your expression under a metaphorical level, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So your expression was just perfect to explain how we treat language. That was the case, you know, when I was asking you to give that visa.
It's just like in Latin languages, you say, I have 20 years old.
There
20 years. In English, you say, I am 20 years old.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So and then when we are learning a second language, we mess it up.
Yeah, because I think in German, I think you say the same structures you do in English. Ich habe 15 Jahre. I have 15. I am 15 years old. I am 15 years.
Mm-hmm. You know,
Ich habe 15. Ich habe 15 Jahre. Ich habe 15 Jahre.
Yeah, you have in Portuguese, you own the age. In English, you are the own age, you know? That's different. Yeah, that was really interesting.
Matter of fact, there is a article I found. It's matter of fact, it's saved in my emails. It's called Ditados Brasileiros. And it was explaining some, maybe if I find it right quick, I can read to you. It was telling me some of your expressions and how we say it in English and how you guys say it in, okay, I think you guys say, we say daydreaming, you guys say swimming in mayonnaise or something like that. Yes, it was explaining that.
We say viajando na maionese.
Yeah, viajando na maionese. Anyway, yeah, it was explaining it. I says, okay, that makes a lot of sense. In fact, it's on my phone here. I can find it easier that way. I get my emails on my phone now.
Oh, that's cool. I just can't think of the last time I checked my emails on the computer.
Yeah. Anyway, here it is. 20 funniest expressions in Brazil and how to use them. A Brazilian man does not, I can't say that one. Never mind. I can't say that one. Never mind. A Brazilian man does not give up or retire. He hangs his football boots. Pendurar as chuteiras.
There you go.
A Brazilian does not get drunk. He puts his foot into a jackfruit. Enfiar o pé na jaca.
Put the foot in a jackfruit.
He doesn't get wasted. He eats water. Ele comer água. A Brazilian does not have a problem. He is deep fried. Estou frito. Okay.
Yes.
A Brazilian is not shameless. He has a stick face. Ele tem cara de pau.
Stick face is great.
A Brazilian does not pay for something he did not do. He pays for the duck. Ele paga o pato. Let's see. A Brazilian does not deal with a complicated situation. He peels the pineapple. Ele descasca o abacaxi.
O abacaxi.
O abacaxi. The Brazilian does not die. He buttons his jacket. Abotoar o paletó. The Brazilian does not talk about meaningless issues in detail. He fills spicy pork sauces. Ele enche linguiça.
Yes.
And here's another. A Brazilian does not look for problems. He looks for horns on a horse's head. Ele procura chifre em cabeça de cavalo.
Yeah, there you go. And a Brazilian doesn't kick the bucket. A Brazilian, oh my gosh, I forgot in Portuguese now the expression. A Brazilian doesn't kick the bucket. A Brazilian...
Chuta o balde.
Não, bate as botas.
Bate as botas, yeah.
How can I say bate as botas in English now?
Kick the bucket is the total opposite in Portuguese and English. Chutar o balde não quer dizer to kick the bucket in English. Well, literalmente, sim. Figurativamente, não.
No, but kick the bucket is bater as botas, right?
Bater as botas, exatamente. And here's another one. A Brazilian does not waste time. He puts smoke inside a bag. Ensacar fumaça. A Brazilian does not show off. He puts a watermelon on his head. Ele coloca a melancia na cabeça. And then here's viajar na maionese. That one's there. A Brazilian does not feel down. He feels like a deflated ball, una bola murcha. A Brazilian does not let his hair down. He releases the chicken. Ele solta frango. A Xuxa usava muito isso. Solta frango. A Brazilian does not heat up. And for a Brazilian, things don't heat up. The bug will come and get them. O bicho vai pegar.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, anyway, he just goes on and lists all these different things. A Brazilian doesn't keep a secret. He keeps a crab's mouth. Ele mantém a boca de siri.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, anyway, it's a really good article, and I thought I've saved it.
We don't say it anymore. I don't think people say that anymore.
Ah, tá.
Huh, that is interesting. Okay, now we have 10 minutes to go. I was wondering if you could give your impressions about, you know, this time that everyone goes through and Davi is going through right now, where he has to decide on whatever he's going to do.
He has to explorar sus opções. He has to explore his options.
Bingo.
He has to explore his options, read, go to a guidance counselor, an orientador, if there is an orientador or conselheira. And then he has to make a decision and not get desanimado or descorajado, you know, discouraged if he doesn't know, because many young people know that. Até meu sobrinho is going through this right now.
How old is he?
20, 21, you know.
Yeah, that's about time.
Tell him don't feel bad. I never thought I was going to be a translator. When I graduated, well, my last year of college, I never had any idea I was going to be working part-time at a health department on the days I went. I didn't have any idea I'd be translating at a health department in my town on the days I didn't go to school. And anyway, one thing led to another. Uma coisa levou a outro. And de repente, all of a sudden, next thing you know, estou trabalhando como tradutor, intérprete. Estou fazendo isso desde então. I've been doing that ever since.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing, Keith. That's amazing. Now, essa live de hoje nós começamos ela um pouco mais cedo, só explicando aqui, pessoal, porque eu tenho um evento para ir mais tarde, mas na verdade às 7 horas daqui a alguns minutos, né? E agora que o Keith deu essa explicação maravilhosa aí para o Davi, essa dica, né? Essas dicas maravilhosas. Davi, o que você achou dessas dicas? E aí, eu estou falando aqui em português para explicar para o pessoal, né? Por que a gente fez essa live mais cedo hoje, né? E olha, que sensação, que sensacional, né, Keith? A gente poder ter alguém para orientar a gente, porque por mais que foram poucas as palavras, eu tenho certeza que ficou algo muito bom, né?
And I can relate to him. Eu me identifico com ele. Porque eu também passei por essa situação. I went through that also.
That's great, that's great. Everybody goes through that. Todo mundo passa por isso, né, na vida. Então, eu vou contar aqui, o Keith contou um pouquinho da história dele, e por isso eu vou contar um pouquinho da minha história aqui. Eu me identifiquei, inclusive, com a sua história também, Keith, porque o que aconteceu? Vamos lá, em 2 minutos eu vou contar aqui, tá, gente? Era para eu fazer ciência da computação na universidade, ok? E por isso que eu comecei a estudar inglês. Eu comecei a estudar inglês in the beginning of a high school, you know, first year high school, no primeiro ano do ensino médio, que eu comecei a estudar inglês, porque eu queria, quando terminasse o ensino médio, high school, né, eu já queria estar na frente de todo mundo, fazer lá o nosso SAT, né, o Enem, e aí sair na frente de todo mundo, certo? Na faculdade, porque ciência da computação, tecnologia, computador, tudo é em inglês, né? Tudo é em inglês. E eu sempre me planejei com antecedência, só que eu nunca imaginei que eu fosse me tornar um professor de língua inglesa, né? Ou melhor, hoje um professor poliglota de várias línguas, né? Eu não ensino só inglês, português, espanhol, francês, né? Estamos lançando aí o curso de latim, né? E o que que acontece? Eu fui me envolvendo e quando você estava contando a sua história aqui, né? Só para finalizar aqui a minha história, né? O que me suscitou, e eu acho isso muito importante, Davi, tome nota. O que me suscitou aqui quando o Ki estava contando aí, né? Que ele falou, eu só fui fazendo, eu jamais sabia o que eu ia me tornar. Exatamente igual eu, exatamente. Agora, uma coisa eu posso dizer, I was always so sure that what I was doing was excellent, that what I was doing was the best I could do for myself. I was sure about myself. O que eu estava fazendo, eu tinha certeza, né, daquilo que eu estava fazendo, né? Então, quando eu decidi, eu vou ser professor, eu vou estudar inglês, eu estava, assim, 100% certo daquilo. Mas isso só veio através de uma coisa, que o Ki também mencionou aí, né? Explore. Eu fiz assim um laboratório, como fala lá no pessoal do teatro, né? Eu fiz vários laboratórios. De propósito, eu trabalhei de várias coisas, entendeu? Então, eu peguei assim vários servicinhos para fazer. Todo mês eu pegava um serviço diferente, numa área diferente. Quando eu não podia trabalhar naquela área, eu observava as pessoas que trabalhavam, eu fazia anotações ali para ver se era aquilo mesmo que eu... Então, eu fiz um laboratório disso, né, para ter certeza. E até que um momento eu me coloquei, né, nessa situação, nessa busca, eu me coloquei nessa situação aonde eu me apaixonei pelo ensino e aprendizagem de línguas, e naquele momento eu decidi que eu queria ser professor de línguas. Não sabia nem que existia o curso de letras, né? Não sabia nem o que era letras. No Brasil, letras seria equivalent to
Liberal arts.
liberal arts, yes. Liberal
Yeah.
arts.
I mean, do mesmo jeito que acontece comigo. Eu não tinha nenhuma ideia que eu tinha um dom para línguas, entendeu? Quando eu estava estudando na época da high school, ou seja, o ensino médio, eu não sabia que estaria falando espanhol fluentemente e logo do português, muito menos, entendeu? E logo italiano e francês, romeno, etc. E tudo isso. E tudo foi... obviamente, eu era um dom inato, entendeu? Não, um dom nato, entendeu? I think that's the right word. Um dom nato ou dom inato?
Say it in English or in Portuguese?
I'm trying to figure out if it's right in Portuguese. I'm trying to say, is it inato ou nato?
Well, inato é o que você já nasce com ele. Inato já, né?
It must be inato, então, inborn gift or something. Because, eu me lembro quando eu escutava falantes de espanhol falando espanhol na rua, e eu escutava elas fascinadas pelo jeito de falar, como está falando tá rápido, e eu queria fazer isso mais que qualquer coisa no mundo. Então, eu tomei uma decisão e resolvi estudar, eu estudei, eu não parei até conseguir o que eu queria.
Oh, that is great. Yeah, that's basically what I did.
E, obviamente, eu não falo perfeitamente, mas eu sei mais do que o suficiente para manter uma conversa com algum falante nativo em espanhol, ou português, ou italiano, etc., entendeu? Mas meu objetivo, my goal, is to talk them all on the same level, but that's kind of hard, you know? Especially when I don't have Well, I mean, actually, I do know some Italians here, but I don't get to talk to them often. They've moved to the other part of the city, and so they don't ever answer their phone. But I used to talk with them all the time, and I done picked up their accent because when I talk with Italians, they say, "You've been around Neapolitans, haven't you?" I said, "Yeah, actually, the family I talked to in Gastonia, they're all from Naples, and I picked up their dialect." And then anyway, and it's a little harder to do that online. It's best to do that in person, you know?
Yes. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you on regular time next Wednesday. All right, at around 7:07. Thank you very much. Davi, do you want to say anything?
Uh, thanks. Thanks. You 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 make me feel better. And eu sou ruim com palavras. Palavra bonita.
That's
Mas muito
okay.
obrigado.
Eu vejo muito
Eu
talento
realmente
em
vou.
você. Eu vejo muito potencial em você. Não desiste de seu sonho, seja lá o que for.
Yes, that's correct.
Vou aqui. Você vai me fazer chorar mesmo, velho.
What did he say?
Tu quer me fazer chorar mesmo.
What did he say in English? I can't hear him.
If you're going to make him cry.
Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention.
All right, guys, thank
Ah,
you so much. Thank you very much, and I'll see you real soon. It's 7 o'clock right now. I'm sorry, we really have to say goodbye.
Tchauzinho. Viva o
thanks,
Brasil.
teacher. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I'll
Bye-bye.
see you next month,
See you
next
next
week.
week. All right, all right. Thank you, guys.